In the last 20 years, millions of Americans have used part-time work as a weapon to combat inflation, rising housing costs, and medical bills. Most part-time jobs involve unskilled work, rigorous hours, and minimum wage pay. Now, there's A.L. Williams. We offer everything the others don't. A true opportunity to build financial independence. The freedom to set your own hours and work at your own pace. Good, affordable products and a concept that works.
I'm a teacher. I love to teach. I've had several opportunities to go full-time with A.L. Williams, but I like my job and I like to teach. But historically, college people don't make the money that a lot of people think they do. But A.L. Williams allows me to teach and do the things that I like here. But then it also allows me to go out and make the amount of money that I want to make to be able to live the lifestyle that I want to live.
My physical education doesn't afford me the income that I really need. I travel around the county and I meet a lot of people. But A.L. Williams gives you another full view of life.
There's a lot of risk involved with farming. As far as the weather, it could be dry one summer and you'd totally lose your crops, everything would be wiped out. Or else it could be cold like today and everything would be shut down. You know, you just can't do much. Whereas as far as A.L. Williams, you have no season.
A lot of the other firemen have different jobs. They're part-time jobs they'd report to, but they have set hours that they go to. As soon as they leave here in the morning, they have to report to another job. Well, with A.L. Williams, I have the flexibility to work any hours that I wish.
The reason why I feel so good about doing this business is the fact that I have a testimony and I have a story to tell. You know, being able to talk to people and sit down and tell them that I know that this is a good product because, you know, I am a widow. You know, I had the Millico life insurance before my husband passed away. And, you know, it worked for me.
I've been in construction now, I guess, gosh, for about 5 or 6 years, and I've been in my own business part of it for 3 years now. And there's just so many things that can hit you that you finally come to the realization that, gosh, you're not going to be able to save that kind of money no matter how much work you do, because I found out that the more work you do isn't necessarily the more money that you make, whereas in A.L. Williams it is.
People join A.L. Williams for many reasons. A new home, the desire to change careers, a little extra Christmas money. Whatever it is, we can help.
I joined A.L. Williams because I saw a unique opportunity that a company was going to give me a chance, no matter where I came from, no matter what my background, to make something of myself regardless.
Well, after 23 years in the airline industry, A.L. Williams gives me a chance to become financially independent because it's taught me after 23 years that nobody's safe in corporate America. I've got something now that I can fall back on, and hopefully I can build it into a thriving business of my own.
I had 4 different jobs to do the same thing, pay the same extra bills that I had, keep food on the table, whereas A.L. Williams, that's just one job. I'm able to do this part-time and eliminated those other 4 jobs.
So I've got 2 daughters in college and one that's a junior in high school. And it takes money for these kids to go to college.
Somebody in my house always needs something, like my son track shoes or the girls' ballet outfits, and for that reason there's always, you know, motivation to make extra income.
This job allows me to have a retirement, and it allows me to be with my children, to raise my children. I don't miss anything. I don't miss the raising, and I don't miss the retirement because I've got it all now.
At A.L. Williams, you stay part-time as long as you wish, and you'll never be pressured to sacrifice the security of your full-time job.
You can work it at your own time, as much as you want to or as little as you want to. You have no pressure from anyone at the company saying what you have to do. And lastly, it's the greatest opportunity in the world because you're your own boss and you can make as much or as little as you want to make.
I don't need to make any extra money to pay my mortgage or to put food on the table or to buy a new car because I get a full-time paycheck from my full-time job.
I said, I need to have some kind of a job where I don't have as much, I don't have to punch a clock, I don't have to sign any kind of a time report. I need to just be able to call my own shots.
You can speak more freely with people if you're not worried about paying that Visa bill or making your mortgage payment or worrying if the finance office is going to call.
I don't feel pressured to go full-time, and I think that's one thing that's great about it, because you can build as large an organization or a business as you want to and still be part-time.
With no upfront investment and no minimum sales requirements, the A.L. Williams opportunity stands head and shoulders above the rest. No matter what your full-time job or other commitments, you can always find time to earn extra income.
You look at any part-time job. Let's take, for instance, working at any store. In fact, I worked at a store before. And at that store, when you go there for a certain amount of time. You're working from 4 to 10 almost every night. Some nights they give you days off, but those days are when they want you off.
The only thing I hated in the school district was somebody next to me might be working half as hard as I was working and making $6,000 or $7,000 more than me just because they've been there longer. What I like is if I'm willing to work hard, I get paid for what I do.
If you work 4 or 5 hours on that part-time job, is $25 or $50 for that effort truly worth that 4 or 5 hours away from your family? You see, at A.L. Williams, I can go in someone's home, spend 2 hours with them, and make probably what that part-timer makes in a week.
I mean, there is no comparison as far as part-time opportunity. There's not a better one available, I don't think. And believe me, I've looked. I mean, as far as even mail order or you know, going to some kind of franchise, you have to have money. In A.L. Williams, you don't. You know, you can just get into it for just your licensing fee, and then what you put into it is what you get out of it.
I make more money part-time than I make 3 months in a row full-time in the Marine Corps.
Many part-timers are finding out there's more money to be made in A.L. Williams. One sale a month could mean an extra $500. Several sales, a couple of thousand. It's all up to you and how much time and effort you want to put into it.
We thought we'd go back and check and see how we have progressed over the past 4 years that I have been in A.L. Williams. And the education is fantastic alone. And it has taught us a lot. And we got to adding up our money, what we had and what we have now. We have tripled our savings in 4 years.
Over the past 8 months, I think it's given me an opportunity to realize some of the dreams that my wife and I have. We wanted to be able, when we had our baby, to have Wendy quit her job. And we've been able to accomplish that. And
we have prepared and thought we would have a retirement that would be adequate. But I don't see that anymore. I think we can have a enjoyable retirement with financial freedom, that where we will be able to do a lot of things that people only dream of doing.
I never thought I could have as much success in A.L. Williams as I have today, and I thought that my whole life was cut out to bag groceries.
And so when the money started coming in, I got my family together and I said, listen, we're not going to spend it just because we haven't had it before. We got a chance to turn ourselves around. Let's do it.
The A.L. Williams part-time opportunity. We deliver for our clients, and we deliver for you.